Hey guys, welcome back to the series. So first I want to say thanks for the mad support on the series so far. It's been pretty incredible. But to get started, we have a pretty unfortunate event for the two cars in front here. Now the sounds make this clip really. And then an innocent passerby getting caught up in it. I do think this was unintentional. If we look at the steering telemetry on this chap here, he kind of caused the crash, but he was definitely not intentionally crashing into everyone. I think he just lost control and couldn't save it, and unfortunately for everyone else around him, that meant pretty much the end of the race. But yeah, he's pretty much panicking now. We've all been there. Eventually he's going to be able to get going slowly. But next up at number 9, we are moving to Bathurst with RX-8 Racer. This guy leading the race. This is very, very unfortunate. Gonna lose control there on that left-hander, and from the lead, this is not how you want to start your race, and this mountain does claim many a victim. I'm sure we have all fallen victim to it in a race, but he's now going to be down into 7th place, but I suppose it's not all lost. Well, he's going to crash at the same corner again the very next lap, so it pretty much is all lost. So we're going to be down outside the top 10. Going to build the revs to spin around, so maybe not the least experienced driver around, certainly not if he's doing that. But now we are down into 15th place, and then coming down the little chicane here, bit of contact from behind. Unfortunately for him, that wasn't his fault. And then through the left-hander here, again, he's going to crash and be stone dead last. So that's a pretty terrible race for him. Couldn't go much worse than that. We all feel his pain. Next up at 8, we've got Spectre Ski, having a little battle here with the Subaru, and we're going to leave some room. The Subaru's going to have a little bit of contact with him there. It's okay, nothing too bad. And then we're going to just be turned in on by the Subaru, and it's going to backfire a bit as the Subaru goes flying off into the weeds. Again, nice sound effects of the car crashing into the wall. And this guy, he's just like burying the foot on the throttle and thinking that is going to solve the problem. Well, eventually it is, because he's going to be reset as a result. And then next up at number 7, we have got Trone. This guy was on a mission. I don't know what the mission was, but he was certainly on one, and he's coming up to overtake Trone.
Get ready, everybody. He's about to do something stupid.
Also, he thought, well, he could have just had a very easy overtake there. Trone didn't do anything to him, but he's going to end up spinning, using his own power to spin. And then through the right-hander here, we are going to get it a bit wrong again, have a bit of a tank slapper, crash into the wall again, pick up a bit more of a penalty. I think he was up to 6 by the end of that. And then next up we've got this guy who's slowing down before the penalty line, so that's a sure sign the guy is not a clean driver, because they like to catch people before they have to serve their penalty so that they don't lose as many positions. It usually doesn't work out, so don't try it. But we're going to jump ahead. We're now down into 12th place, having served that penalty. Now we're going to be blocking this Porsche for no reason, blocking another car as a result of that, and coming to the same bit. So pretty predictable here, kind of like a Minecraft zombie. You know exactly what he's going to do. And yeah, someone serving a penalty, and now through this corner, we're going to be getting behind the Beetle, and then we're just going to push the Beetle wide. Don't worry about it.
Lock and load.
But we have an unsung hero who's been watching this from afar. I don't know if that was an intentional thing, but he did kind of ruin his own race in the process. But he did save the rest of the lobby from the BMW, or the other BMW. Now we have got Luis Denicio. Don't be fooled by the name there. If you see that name, that's his current nickname. Chalky Mattress is his gamer tag. So let's have a look here. He's going to go for a ram. Damage is on. And, well, going to crash into the tire wall, pick up a catastrophic damage on his engine, and not really be able to move too much. He's going to stop and see if that's going to sort out the problem, but it's only going to make it worse. And then what made things more interesting is that he didn't quit the race, despite doing 15 miles an hour for the rest of it. And then next up at number 4, we've got a clip from Blue Racer, and this is Kimi Vellicini. If you're not familiar with him, and Luis Denicio from the previous clip, add them to your names of drivers to avoid if you're in a lobby with them. Especially Kimi, he's probably the worst, because he is actually pretty decent. That makes him worse at being a rammer. So you see they're just pushing Blue Racer out the way. At this left-hander, he's going to try a similar tactic on the Nissan behind him, However, this time it's going to backfire a bit, so he's going to be in a podium position right there. At the end of this, he's going to be in 11th place, now with the 5-second penalty, so that really worked out pretty well for him. And we're coming up to that same penalty zone the BMW was utilizing earlier, and we're going to use a similar strategy, which obviously indicator of a dirty driver, and he's no different. So he's now 13, flirting with last, and still have to build up a bit of speed. Picked up another 2-second penalty for that block.
You're a problem. You're a real problem.
So probably one of the biggest problems in Gran Turismo if you aren't aware of these drivers. Next up we have got another one of Luis Dionisio. He has now acquired the game and is now haunting every lobby he is in. So there we go, trying to start out the race aggressively, and now turning in on this Mustang. You know, that's something accidental, but for him it's probably just complete unawareness and not really caring as well. And then next lap, same corner, going to go very deep into that corner, and now the Mustang is going to catch up again, so we're just going to ping him off the track there, don't worry about it. And things are going to go wrong from soon, don't worry. We're going to shove someone else off the track, and then someone's going to shove him off the track, so it's already taking a bit of a downward turn here. And now that is going to mean that the Mustang is going to catch up to him, so the Mustang is just going to shove him off, as we all are supporting. And now he is in second to last, and he's going to get punted by the other guy he shoved off. So wonderful stuff. He's now in last place, no real hope of catching up. And then next up at number 2, just missing out the top spots, we have got a clip from Jethro, and this guy has to be one of the worst rammers I've seen. Trust me, I've seen thousands. Not even close, really. He's waiting up. He's a lap down now as well. I don't know why lapped cars aren't ghosted in Gran Turismo 7, because it does cause some problems. And that guy's just going to push him, nudge him out the way there. So a nice little suggestive nudge. And now heading down the back straight here. We're going to be eyeing up the Porsche here. Got another car very close behind, but don't worry about him, because the Porsche, he's going to go from, he's not really on the same bit of tarmac, and he's going to crash into the wall yet again, so this is not going too well. Now I've got a 10-second penalty, trying to block before the penalty line as well, and again, pretty stupid here because he's not realizing that he's actually ghosted while serving a penalty. So this is all quite futile, trying to block these guys. And then next up at number 1,
nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Okay, I didn't quite expect that. But next up we have got Szozda, and this GTR was pretty wild, just punting people off and getting spun by someone for some truly instant karma, and then heading up to the left-hander up the hill. We're going to have another go at someone, the GTR who actually spun him, and he's going to crash into a wall and end up dying. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have got any luck, if you're new around here, go ahead and subscribe. Submission tips are in the description. If you'd like to support the series, you can join my Patreon down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.